after discussions with friends and others, and after serious reflection, I thought it is time that we think about the leadership of this country. We think about the leadership of this country. We can't let some people literally throw our country to the dogs. We need to think about that seriously. And it is as a result of that reflection, I have made up my mind that I will run in 2027 for presidency of this country.
Oh, wow, that's a big announcement.
Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Celestine Wendia. I'll be your host for today. And former Chief Justice David Maraga went ahead and said that come 2027, he will be running for presidency. My question is, what do you think about his declaration? A couple of people are arguing on social media that this might be the best candidate that we have so far, considering right now the president we have was an ICC suspect.
And where you said that you are considering joining what has been called the Freedom of Assembly events on June 25th.
Mm-hmm. Joe, this has come as a result of what has happened in the country. You are a parent, and so many others are parents. To see our young people being handled the way they have been handled, it is something which is extremely worrying. So after discussions with friends and others, and after serious reflection, I thought it is time that we think about the leadership of this country. We think about the leadership of this country. We can't let some people literally throw our country to the dogs. We need to think about that seriously. And it is as a result of that reflection, I have made up my mind that I will run in 2027 for presidency of this country.
Oh, wow, that's a big announcement.
And someone on X joked that Maraga seems like a healthy relationship, but most Kenyans won't recognize it because they are used to toxic ones. What do you think? Is he a suitable candidate, or is he also looking to further his personal interests, because we can't rule those ones out? And he shows such a mature way of presenting himself, because he went ahead and said, if you don't trust him, then don't vote for him, in an exclusive interview with NTV. And he is not forcing anyone to support him come 2027. He said, if you feel like voting for me, then go with your gut. And if you feel like you don't trust me enough with your vote, then also go with your instincts. What do you think about his statements?
Thank you. What the Kenyans need to do, and I want to call upon institutions, even in the private sector, both even in the churches and other institutions, is to carry out civic education. Tell Kenyans how important it is to vote. Tell Kenyans how important it is to ensure that the relatives and the friends and everybody registers and comes out to vote. And then, more importantly, tell them where we are and what has brought us to where we are. That unless we think seriously about election, a country is as good as its leaders. The Kenyans have got to understand that if you get corrupt leaders, you know what to expect. So I want to ask Kenyans to be vigilant this time round. Even if I'm your brother, if you don't trust me, please don't vote for me. If you don't trust me, don't vote for me. Because That's what has brought us to where we are. So, I mean, in preparation for elections, it's a question of civic education. It's a question of saying, look, these ethnic campaigns are not going to help us. Let us think about the issues that are facing the country and how we can resolve them. And let us get people. As I said, Kenyans are not short of good leaders. Let us get people who are going to look at the economy, which has been battered, and refund it. You must be aware, Joe, that quite a number of businesses are have closed, and others are closing down in Kenya and moving to our neighboring countries. Why? Because the conditions have been made impossible for them in this country. I was speaking with some friends, foreigners. I says, look, you have a wonderful country, but I mean, investors are not keen to come. Why? Because when they want to come and they invest, they are being told to give shares to people who are in power. So that those who are in power can own shares in their companies for nothing. They have not contributed anything to there. And quite a number of those diligent businessmen say, no, we can't do that. There are other countries we can go to. And that is, and you know what that has done to our country. The job opportunities are lost. When you have a company closing down, and you have like 1,000 people, 1,000 people, each one of them has about 10 people behind him. When they are closing down, you can imagine the devastation that causes to the country. We should, as a country, as a government, what a government is supposed to do is to do everything possible to facilitate the business community to do their work and do it profitably so that they can create more jobs.
So we are almost ending.
Is he a perfect candidate? Should he be considered seriously? Because so far what we have is maybe Rigathi Gachagua, Matiang'i has also said he will run for presidency, and then we have Maraga. And obviously, let us not bet our cards that President William Ruto will be left behind, because the probability of that happening is close to zero. He has also been saying that he will go for 2 terms in his presidency. But now the people are presented with another candidate. Who do you think is going to secure the vote? Or from your perspective, who do you think is the most suitable to lead Kenya? And right now, remember the things we are battling as a nation, and we just hope the next candidate is going to listen to the citizens. Thank you for watching Havana Media. I have been your host, Celestine Wandia.